Hey guys, I'm for Sleeping Reverie here. Hello, how are you guys doing? As you might have noticed, a few things. The last Power Rangers Turbo Morpher review has over 100 hits. I know it took about a week and a half to two to get there, but like I said, that's a big deal to me because I'm not one of those people on YouTube that has an official show and has a million views because they're insanely sarcastic and or beautiful or handsome, whatever. Anyways, so like I said, back to the main point. The fact that there's Power Ranger fans out there watching my Morpher reviews is pretty awesome, and it makes me happy as a Power Rangers fan. Now, I just want to say thank you if you watched my video, even if you're not Power Rangers fans. If you watch my video, pretty cool. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, here we are again. As you still see, we have the great production value. I might put glasses on the smiley face just to match the actual content, but if I have time, we'll get there. I do have some updates before we get into the next Morpher in the review sequence, which if you recall last time we did Power Rangers Turbo, shift into Turbo. We are now on Power Rangers in Space. So this is the Morpher we're going to be reviewing, the Power Rangers in Space Morpher. But before we get there, I do have some announcements to make. As you guys all know from my first few videos, I did make the Power Rangers movie Morphers. Here's the white one. The one I custom made and chrome spray painted. Bam, right there. And then the red one, which I never really did an official review on. I just showed it to you guys in my entire Morphing Collection video, which I feel bad because I said I was going to review it, but I got some more news on that in a second. Here's the Red Ranger one. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Here's the Red Ranger one. Now, why am I showing these to you guys? Well, kind of a long story short, in the city I live in, my best friend made me aware that there's this store selling old collectibles and toys. And he said they were very, very heavy on the Power Rangers toys. So me being the fan that I am, I had to go check it out. And I checked it out yesterday. And there's a few things I won't get into in this video, but they had a lot of Power Ranger toys. I would say way more than what I have, and a lot of different series like Zeo and stuff like that. They had the helmets, which weren't in the best shape, and they were really expensive. Which brings me to my next point. They really didn't have their price point down, which is okay. I tried to help them a little bit, but I didn't think they were really interested in me trying to explain to them. I knew the price points for all the Power Rangers toys. So they just were not correct on their pricing. They had a Sabasaur for $200, and you can find one of those on eBay for $100, $150 max. And they just didn't know their price point. Like, I have a Dragon Dagger, as you guys seen in my other videos, and they were charging $200 for that as well. And I know it did not cost that much money. $100, $119, $150 on a crazy day with a crazy bid war. So they need to get their price points correct. That's my opinion. I offered my opinion to them. I showed them my collection of all my Morphers. One guy was excited, but he was a customer. The guy working there seemed kind of condescending, which I understand. If you don't understand something and you perceive to be a worker at this place, and you're going to feel a little intimidated. Anyways, back to the point why I'm telling you all this. Look what I got my hands on. And the reason why I'm showing you the movie Morphers again. Got my hands on an original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Morpher. As you guys all know, for me doing this review, on eBay they go from anywhere to 100 to 150, and this condition, like the electronics don't work. I have to replace the batteries. So they go cool day 100. I checked this morning, and there was one that had 7 days left and was at $60. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit over 120. I got mine, as you guys know. I got like my 4 that you've seen: the Green Ranger, the Mighty Morphin Mastodon Morpher, the 2 movie Morphers that I just showed you and customized. I got those roughly for each, I would say $89 to $105, depending on which one I bought at the time. So yeah, so they can get pretty pricey. So I found this yesterday, and I was thinking, man, I wonder how much they're gonna charge, and I was ready to pay $100 if I had to, because I want to make another movie Morpher. Well, I left the tag on here so you guys can see it. That is 50 American dollars. That is a steal. And the coolest part about this whole situation is that it was the end of the day. He was about to close, and I got him to go down to 40 before tax. So I paid $45 in all for this Morpher, which is anyone who collects Morphers out there know is a freaking steal. Didn't come with any coins, but I have coins. Now back to the point on why I'm showing you this. I'm gonna make another movie Morpher, so you're gonna see another one of these puppies. But this time, since I have the red, the white, and I have a Mastodon Morpher for the original series, I'm going to make, and I don't have any girl Morphers, so to show the ladies some love, I'm going to make the most popular Power Ranger female, which is Kimberly, the Pink Ranger. So my next movie Morpher is going to be the Pink Ranger. I already have my coins ready to put into the Morpher. One's metal, one's plastic. I'm going to see which one fits best. But basically what I'm going to do is make another movie Morpher. So when you see me review again, I'm going to do the Pink Ranger movie review Morpher. So I'm going to start working on this tonight or tomorrow morning. Spray paint the chrome, explain it all to you like I did last time. So I just wanted to give you that update because I think that's pretty rad that I got this for 40 bucks. And these guys do not know their their price points. They do not know their freaking price points. You're going to charge me $200 for a Dragon Dagger, which I already have and probably spent no more than $100 on. And this is worth $100 right now, even on eBay, in any condition. And you're going to let me walk out with it for 40? I mean, I try to help you. You didn't want to listen. It's your loss, my game. So anytime you get more of these, I'm just going to scoop them up from you for $40 a piece. And you're just missing out because you don't want to listen. Anyways, now back to the main reason why we're doing this. We're going to do the Power Rangers in Space Morpher. So here's the Morpher. Oh, it opens up with a little latch right here. Before we get into the details, let me turn it on. It makes a little noise. Makes that little beeping noise every time you wear it. So yeah. So what I'm going to do right now is go into the morphing sequence, and then I'll explain what the functions and buttons do. Alright, let's do this. It's morphing time. Let's rock it. Then you would turn into a Power Ranger. Power Ranger and Space Ranger. So yes, of course I like Andros. He was my favorite. Like I said, you guys know I love the Red Ranger with the exception of the Green Ranger from the original series. Now before I go into more rambles, let's go into the Morpher. And that beeping noise is going to be there throughout the whole review, so I apologize. It's just one of the functions of the Morpher. Now a little backstory on this Morpher. It was like the fourth to last piece in my collection to find. It was one of the hardest to find. And I bought it from a seller in England because it was just very, very hard to find. And I paid a little over, I'd say 45 to 50 bucks in British pounds worth. I can convert it to US dollars. And the only reason why I got it for that cheap was because I sniped on eBay. I waited till the last second. I was in school and I got my app on my phone and I got the winning bid. So this was like about 6 months ago. So yeah, it was one of my favorite pieces. It didn't come with the box. One of the only ones I don't have with the box. But it's one of my favorite pieces and it's really rare. I saw it at that store yesterday I went to with the Power Ranger toys, but I didn't check how much it cost. I should check how much it costs because if it's like $20 then I'm going to buy it and it's their loss again. Knowing their price point methods, it's probably $20. Anyways, so yeah, that's the backstory on it. Came from England. I'm pretty sure came from London. I have to look at my invoices. But yeah, that's the noise it's making. This is it right here. It's in pretty good condition. There's a few scuffs on the envelope right here. But that's okay. The little seal they wore on their uniforms. It's pretty hard plastic. Still beeping. But the coolest part of this Morpher is what's inside. If you watch the Power Rangers in Space show, you know how the show starts. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space, and then the cool song comes on. Well, that's what I kept doing when I first got this. I kept doing this. Rangers in space. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Rangers in space. So yeah, all the buttons make a noise. Let's get back in order. Communications. You see communications in the last slide up? And this is the enter button. That's when you enter the various codes you see here. Now the first one is 335, which if you remember, that's how you morph. That's rocket. Enter. And you morph into the Power Ranger in space. Then the next one is to call your weapon. As you recall, they all have different weapons. So let's do that one. It's 259. This is to get your weapon out. That's the noise it makes to get your weapon out. Next one is your vehicle, like your little flotation thing. I keep forgetting what it's called, but you get my drift. They all have vehicles. 7. Bam, right there. Then you go to the communications with the ship. There you go. And then you have the Megazord call, which is really, really cool. It just calls your Megazord out, or calls your Zord out. That's a really cool sound. But the coolest feature of this Morpher, besides the accurate portrayal of the theme song that you can do on a daily basis like I do, it's crazy, I know, is the fact that it has a game. It says game 912 for... No, yeah, 912 for a game. And it's basically a matching game. Let me do an example. I'm running out of time here, so I gotta kind of do this fast. 912. It says 9. You press 9. 6. You press 6. 5. 7. 3. 8. 2. And if you don't know the number and you mess up, you lose. It's like a memory game. So yeah, it's a memory game, and that's how it works. So yeah, that's weird because none of the other morphers I have little games in them. So yeah, that's what it basically does. It's a really, really cool morpher. I love it. It's one of the prized pieces in my collection due to the fact that it was so hard to find, and I finally did find one. And if I can find a box for it, I'm going to definitely buy it. And I'm going to check out that store on Wednesday. That's when they open again. And if it's 20 bucks, I'm buying it because their loss is my gain, and I tried to help them. I tried to be cool about it, but they really were looking into it. Maybe the main owner would be nice, but I don't know if the guy there was really into it. He didn't seem to know too much about Power Rangers, but it's okay, whatever. So yeah, once again, here's the Morpher on. Power Rangers in Space is like one of my favorite series. It's not in my top 5, but they have cool helmets. You know, their helmets were an SPD for the A Ranger squad. They just added some stuff on it. It looked really, really cool. And they spray painted they changed the black helmet to the green helmet because SPD did not have a Black Ranger. So the helmets are cool. It's a more serious tone series. You know, Andros is very conflicted, you know, with the way people behave on Earth. So he's very confused. So it's a really, really cool show. Andros is one of my favorite characters. He has really cool hair. It's really long. It's really cool anyways. It's like kind of highlighted. But yeah, Andros is really cool. He's one of my favorite Red Rangers. And I like all the other Rangers too. Carlos, TJ, you know, the females, Ashley. So yeah, that show is really cool. It's not in my top 5, but it has like a really good spot in my heart because it's kind of serious. So yeah, this is the Morpher. If you guys have any questions, thanks for commenting. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'm for Sleeping Reverie, signing out. I think I've hit my limit. Thank you guys. Rock on.